going live. I give you guys a second or two because I did not say nothing, and I'm sorry for that. But it's been a crazy day. It really has been. I mean, I don't sound like it right now, but it's been a crazy day. Let me get some better lighting on the situation. Um. Okay, Jerry Ann's watching How to Train Your Dragon. Great. Of course, Oreo is now in here with me because she's been um, a little bit of a bad girl. She's actually been causing a whole lot of problems with Jerry. And I don't know why, because I don't know what her issue is. Okay. All right. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Rebecca. Um, as you guys may or may not know, I have not done a live in several days, like since Saturday, I think. And what are you jumping at? Well, you scared of a little crazy dog? Um, hello, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and start the actual show. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. What, you caused trouble with Mama? Now you're gonna come in here and cause trouble with me? Come on. Quit being a nosy, but you know what most of my stuff is. How many times have you been in here? Hmm? How many times? You just like being nosy. That's all. Um, this week has been a bit of a rough week. Let's see here. Jerry and I have been having troubles sleeping. After adjusting my pillows and all the stuff that's behind my head or back or whatever, I found the perfect incline, which I remembered from when I was having really bad allergy problems years ago. That I have this wedge basically, and it's got three different directions. One is for sitting up, one is for sleeping on an incline, and the other one is just a straight up like, you know, I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to call it, but hey, kicking. Everything's actually been going well, except for I try to look at everything with a silver lining. Hey, Mona. Jerry Ann and I have been having sleep issues. If it's not her sleep apnea, it's my sinuses and bronchitis that basically make me sound like a freight train. Um, Issues that I've lived with for most of my life, since about 83, 84. Um, so it's things that come and go. I never know what year is going to be the worst. This year seems to be the worst. Um, so yeah, we've been having like wacky weather. A couple of days it's in the upper 60s, maybe mid 70s, and then we'll have like a bunch of days that like today I thought it was going to be in the mid 60s. It got to 59 degrees, rainy, overcast, gloomy, depressing. So I try not to let that bug me because it's just nature being nature. So I just take my allergy medication, my nose sprays, my allergy medication, nose spray, bronchial inhaler when I need it, that kind of thing. Jerry has been having sleep issues because of, as she put it, basically a lot of stuff on her mind that she can't get resolved, or just things that are in her mind that just cause her problems. Actually, we have essential oils that we use a diffuser with, and it's got hold on, lemon, frankincense, tea tree oil, and not lemon but lemongrass. What is it? Frankincense, tea tree oil, lemongrass, and I keep on forgetting what the fourth one is. Oreo, down. Stop that. I'm not letting you loose on Nanny. Mama needs some time away from you because you've been a crazy girl. But that has been helping us with our breathing at night. I just got to remember to refresh it. Then I have in here, which I think I might need a new bottle pretty soon. Yep, I threw the bottle away, so I don't have any more of the Stress Be Gone that I bought at. I can't remember if I bought it. No, I don't know if I bought it where they have their incense and their diffusers, or if I bought it from the only metaphysical shop here in town. Oreo, crazy girl. But yeah, I've looked up several different between spell jars and essential oils, and um, I think that's all I've seen so far. But hey, since you're on here kicking, did you do your full moon um, prosperity spell? Because I did mine, and I still got some of the remnants of the burnt herbs. Um, so that's like one of the things I did during the eclipse, not full moon, eclipse. And I'll tell you what, when I did that, I felt very revitalized. Just doing it made me feel really good, and I am happy I did that. Um, oh, oh, today's Wednesday, right, folks? Hold on, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday. I don't remember. No, it is Wednesday. I just didn't change my calendar. Dang it! I hope I got enough. No, I think I'm gonna have to go out and buy some more. Shoot. Sorry, my memory is kind of like going crazy. So hey D, I'm sorry I have trouble pronouncing your name. It looks like Deidre, but I don't know. I keep on forgetting. Um, but with Jan and my seasonal problems being amped up this year because it seems to be a very bad seasonal year. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. Um, well, I was out there for the eclipse with Oreo. Mom had no interest, and Jan was in a room because she wasn't feeling good. Um, but I was out there. I tried to get a couple shots, but my alignment with the eclipse and my phone was off because I didn't want to look directly at it. So I was trying to, look through my phone. Um, oh wow, yeah, I can understand why some people might not want to do it because of what happened, but huh? Well, there's always the first time. But yeah, no, I did the prosperity burn, which actually is not that bad. I mean, it's just a couple of basic ingredients. I mean, darn it, I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Hold on a second, let's see if I can. I gotta look at my old notes, but it was basically take your burn bowl, which I had this nice little ceramic bowl. I put a couple coins, a couple bills if you want to burn them. I didn't have any bills on me at the time. Thyme, basil, cinnamon sticks. I can't. I always have trouble with this word. Calendula, a green candle, some citrine, and pyrite. I've already pulled out everything that I can except for the cinnamon sticks and herbs, basically. And of course, my wife decided to add 2 bay leaves with money and prosperity symbols, sigils on them. And then I took them outside and I basically kept an eye on it and let it burn. So, you know, so in a day or so, I'm going to basically spread what ashes I have left in here, in my shrubs, because basically it didn't say what to do with the ashes once you're done with the burning and then removing all the reusable parts. Oh yes, the coins or whatever money survived the burn. You want to put it in a coin purse or in your wallet or something like that, and just carry it with you for basically eternity. You know, as long as you want to carry it. Um, I never thought about doing that. My brain. I'm sorry, folks. My brain is all over the place because that's just how I am right now with all the things that I have to do around the house, and then all the things I want to do. Get out of the trash. Get out of the trash. Hey, see if you like this smell. Nope. Not that she didn't like the smell. She just didn't know what it was. Um, don't worry. I won't let her eat them. I just I actually have in the wallet that I'm using a. I guess you can call it a coin purse because it's basically. I got 3 different zippers in my wallet, and one of them I use for small change, and then the other 2 are just basically empty. So I just put some of the coins into one of the zipper parts of my wallet. So, but when I go renaissancing, which I am so hoping I get to do this year, I want to. I mean, I know I know when the Colorado Renaissance is. I know when the Kansas City or Kansas State Renaissance is. I know when the Texas one is. Um, I literally just want to take this year to travel all the different Renaissance fairs that I know about. I know. I know Jerry might not be able to enjoy it as much as I do because, well, maybe she would because she's got that electric scooter. We just may have to make sure it's fully charged and hope it doesn't die on us. But then there's my mom who she can walk, but her back gets to her after a while. So I'm hoping that this year maybe we'll do a couple of them, maybe depending on a lot of different aspects. I mean, we don't have to worry about hotel because we'll have that tent hopefully or that pop up, and then hopefully all we have to worry about is just the expense for gas and food and souvenirs. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? Want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi to everybody? There she is, Miss Oreo. Who's that? Is that you? Hmm? She's a crazy dog, but she's so lovable sometimes. Sometimes it's like, are you worth it? I mean, you're just being a pain in the butt. And then there are other times where she's just so cute and fun and cuddly. But she is like her grandma. She is camera shy. Ow, 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 ow. For the most part, watch where you're pressing. Okay, you don't want to hurt me. But she does love attention. But the other day I was laying on the bed wrestling with her, and I got tired of wrestling, so I just gently laid on her without putting my full body weight on her, and her like body was like this under mine. And Jerry tried to get a picture of her because she was like trying to tuck her head in my chin, basically tuck her because she had enough of her body out to tuck down, put her head, across the back of my neck and whatnot. Yeah, and Jerry went to go get a camera, and that's when Oreo said, "Nope, I'm gonna hide my face." So she tried to hide her face down here, and I mean, she gets so many treats. I mean, we have we have a new treat that's basically it's jerky. I can't remember what kind of meat it is. It's chicken or some kind of like turkey or chicken on this chewable stick, and she loves those. And then we got another type of kebab, which has got like it looks like an actual kebab with 4 or 5 different meats on it. And then she's got these greenies that basically is good for her for dogs to chew on. It helps clean their teeth. Um, she she's learning a lot of new tricks. She learned please, and what she'll do is she'll put her paw up on your leg. She'll just let her paw up on your leg, and oop, you gotta quit bumping your head on everything you can. I know you want to play. I know. It's that bewitching hour, the half hour before it's bedtime, and you all play, 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 and watch it with the teeth. Ooh, okay, no, 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 on the gut. Thank you. But she's a good dog. I mean, yeah, she can be a royal pain in the butt, but so most babies, I don't care if they're four-legged or not, can be pains in the butt, in their early ages. That's why you got the terrible twos and all that fun stuff. Actually, I did not want to hang it on her collar because I didn't want her to break it or anything like that. But I have a puppy, basically a pet protection spell jar, which I have basically with most of her other stuff that she can't get into unless we give it to her. Hey, what? Would you, no, I know, I know. You're getting rambunctious. You're getting rambunctious. It's almost bedtime. We actually got a few things. I don't know if Jerry Ann did a vlog or not, but we just got a few things that we bought from Menards basically for really cheap. I mean, okay, okay. Pennies on the dollar basically. We got her a bunch of new treats, and we got her a basically it's a waterproof bed that you can take camping. It comes with 4 stakes, so you can stake it in the ground, while you're camping. And it's right now it's on our bed, so she can get used to it. She seems to like it, and what we're hoping is we can use that to get her trained up so she'll be sleeping at our feet instead of having to be in her crib every day. But right now she seems to like her crib like it's her safe space or something. I have a feeling because of the snoring and whatnot, she feels safer in there than out in the open where it's like, where's the monster? Where's the monster? you know. But she's a good pup. I wouldn't give her up for the world. I would not. Even if even if, God forbid, you know, Jerry dies unexpectedly, which, no, I don't want that. I don't think I'd get rid of her. I mean, as much as I, you know, as much as I get annoyed by her jumping and trying to, I gotta take her somewhere to get her nails clipped because those nails are getting sharp. Um, I didn't know about the one in Philly, but yeah, I was talking to Jerry. Well, this was a while back, and I don't remember the talk, but or exactly what was said, but I had mentioned about taking like one or two Renaissance fairs in the north, like the one in New York, in Sherwood Forest, and the one PA. I'll have to look it up. And then you know, choose one or two in the south. We just don't know of when or how soon, basically. There's a lot of things right now that are up in the air. Getting rid of her if Jerry should not. Yeah, no, I don't think it is going to be an option. I think I mean, I think I'll be stuck with her for quite some time. I'm going to drop this because you can't grab a hold of it. You're just trying to bite it while I'm holding it for you. She likes doing that. Yeah, no, I mean, she might get a little brother or sister. Because we were talking about getting another pup once we have a place of our own, uh, or or a kitten, you know, or a cat. Because I mean, I love her to pieces, but I actually want a cat. Actually, I want, you know, a dog, a cat, a bird, maybe a little garter snake like I had. I want a menagerie of animals in my house. I'm sorry, I love animals, and I mean, there was, Jerry and I were talking about, we want like several different animals of different, you know. Hey, Marguerite. Hey, House. Sorry, I didn't see you there for a second. We had looked at a place in Clayton, New Mexico, which was really close to the northeastern corner of New Mexico and close to the border of Colorado. And we saw this piece of property that was it was up for sale, but they wanted more than what we could afford. Now we were looking at it, going, there's enough room on there. What's on there already is a house, a store that was used for like a general store or Western store of some sort, a horse paddock, and then like one or two other outbuildings. Enough. No, no, you're getting too rough. You're getting too rough. Um, I don't know about a llama, but I don't even know about a horse. I was thinking about just like dogs, cats, and you know, birds. I had at one point in time. Well, here's a little story, a little background story. When we were living in Germany on base, one of the people that we became friends with, they had a hand-raised parakeet. Now, this parakeet was a good parakeet. It was a cute parakeet, funny, kind of funny for a parakeet. And they had to go back to the states for family emergency and whatnot. They didn't know if they were going to be coming back or not. So they asked us to take the bird, and we're like, yeah, sure, no problem, you know. Well, the bird's name was Herman the German. We did not name him. That was the family that basically had him before. And there was one day when we were living off base. We lived off base for 2 years, on base for one. And while we were living off base, it was a weekend, and my father was having a sandwich. Now, one of the things that we learned is if you open Herman's cage, he'll come out, walk around his table or wherever his cage was basically set up, and claim it as his own. He wouldn't fly that far. If he did, he'd fly in a circle and go back to the table and then back into his cage. Well, this particular day, the cage was open. My father was having. My father liked drinking water, so he had a glass of water, one of those big, actually a big, almost looked like a beer mug, but it was water. Um, and well, Herman came out, started, squawking up a storm, um, and started pushing on the glass, like trying to get the glass off the table. Well, my dad was like, what is your problem?" And that's how Herman was. Now there was another day where Dad was home eating a sandwich that he made, and there was like, my dad likes making sandwiches that are huge and everything on it. You know, pickle, tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise. Stuff that you put on a normal size, normal sandwich. And I don't remember what kind of meat it was. Probably ham. We were big ham eaters. And Herman came out of his cage. He wasn't getting mad because my dad sits right next to his cage. But he tried to push the plate the sandwich was on off. Of course, the sandwich was in Dad's hand at the time. So it was like, okay, I'll take the plate off for you. Then Herman decided to take a flight around the room, and we thought he was going to go straight back to his cage. Nope. He landed on my dad's arm and basically slowly walked down Dad's arm to the sandwich and started plucking pieces of lettuce and eating the lettuce from my dad's sandwich. So it was too bad we couldn't really bring them back because the problem with bringing animals from overseas to the states is they got to spend so much amount of time in quarantine that by the time you get your animal out of quarantine, they're not the same. They're not the same. In fact, they say that most pet birds and other small animals usually end up dying. Ow! Stop! End up dying in quarantine, which we didn't want to put the bird through. Girl, if I pull this pant leg up and there's claw marks on my leg, you and I are going to have problems. But that's one of the things been going on. So she got a lot of presents recently. You know, a new dog bed for the car that you can stop. Okay, just stay there and calm down. I know you're an no. Ah, God. Or else stop. But she got some snacks, and maybe I shouldn't be saying that word. That's why she's probably jumping around. Like, where, But I got some much needed t shirts and underwear. TMI, I know. Um, um, I might do that. There's a few people I've been thinking about pulling out of purgatory. Um, okay. Um, that's all right. I kind of knew who you're talking about. Because I have a cousin who spelled the way you spelled it the first time. No double N, just um, Diane, I think. I don't know if there is an E. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. She was in California. Um, unless she moved to Henderson, Nevada, because I think her mom moved up there. But um, yeah, Jerry can help me with that, and she might be going, "Why?" I'll be like, just walk me through it. And I'll do what I have to do. Because I don't know if Jerry's just going to unblock her, but I will at least give the benefit of the doubt. I'm always good about that. I am willing to give people second chances and third chances and fourth chances. I'm just too nice of a guy, I guess. So I'm drinking more of this because my throat is starting to do that slow tighten because of postnasal drip, which means I need to go drink a cup of tea. But well, if she is rude, I will basically, I don't know, I might ignore it because she's just upset about something, or I might tell her where to go. I don't know. That's all right, Lucky. But there's been, I mean, I finally told Jerry that we need to stop buying stuff. I know a lot of it we need, some of it we don't. The dog stuff that we got from Menards, we really didn't need. She had been getting plenty enough from a friend of ours. I can't remember the name, otherwise I'd tell you because she's on here or on Jerry's chats. Hey, you've been getting yourself in a lot of trouble lately. I'd just find yourself a place to lay down and chillax. Usually I'm in the living room playing on my tablet doing something, and not Jerry, Oreo is just like curled up on the couch next to me. But now she's like acting up for some reason. Do you know need to go out to go potty? Hmm? Is that what your problem is? You need to go outside for. Because if it lets you out, you're not going to be able to go in with mommy because that door's closed. I don't know what she wants right now. Like I said before, I love her to pieces, but sometimes it's just like, what? But I got a few things in today's shipment. I mean, I got much needed t-shirts, um, a bundle of underwear because you know when mine start to fall apart in the undercarriage part, it's time to toss them and get more. Um, and Jerry surprised me with she surprised me with a set of blank keys. I don't know if you know what a blank key is. Basically, it's a key ready to be turned into a house key or a lock key or whatever. Well, she was thinking about like got me two. They were like not even a full dollar, like maybe a little bit less than a dollar. But um, she got me with a surprise. She said we can either use one to make a new key for here, and I said no. My key for here is perfectly good. I don't need it. We can save it for maybe one for the trailer if I need to get one for the trailer, or you know whatever house or houses. Like let's say I use one of the keys for a new house in wherever we're going to go, and the second one will be for a spare key for mom's place. Don't know, but anyhow, that's what it looked like. Looked like little swords. you know, I was just like, oh my god, where'd you find this? And she was like, she found it on Amazon, like everything else she finds. Um, so I'm going to. I'm just talking to you guys right now. But the other thing she got me, and I'm kind of glad she did because I was looking for a new book for. I did not have a book that I was going to use for. I have a book that I'm basically using for my studies, but I needed a book to I needed a journal to use for my book shadow, so she got me one. Nice leather one with the. It's got a bit of a tree on it, but hey, that's all right by me. I had gotten one without her knowledge, but it was not exactly what I wanted to use because it's got like a format, a couple pages that are formatted for certain things, and then a bunch of blank pages. And I have trouble writing a straight line without a line. You know, even if the page had dotted lines, that would have been better than being blank. But that's just me. Um, all right, Joan, or House, whatever. Um, so, um, hmm? Okay. Sorry, I had to catch up with some of you guys' conversations because I'm like, who's saying what then? What? But uh, sorry, guys. Okay. But yeah, how am I feeling? Well, it's been a painful couple of days because of the way the weather has been around here. I mean, it went from nice, decent, low 70s to 59 degrees overnight and rainy conditions, and my joints are hurting. Um, well, that's what I was about ready to talk about. My joints are hurting, which is the arthritis the doctors said I was getting having problems with. I have some minor neck and shoulder pains, but I think those are just because of the cold, damp weather. My lower back is actually doing better than it was last night because we moved a heavy piece of furniture on to basically. We're trying to redo our bathroom to look better and be nice as a showpiece for when we go to put the house back on the market. In fact, most of what we've been trying to do lately is just get the house set up so when we do decide to put the house back on the market, it looks better than it did when we first put it on the market. Um, but I'm also having issues with trying to um, do the daily stuff. Mom has been able and willing to help do dishes. We're going to try a new. We're going to try something out new. Basically, me and Jerry talked about this. We're going to get one of our old patio chairs that are like a bar patio type chair, and bring it inside, clean it up a little bit, and make sure it doesn't have any unwanted guests. And we're going to bring it in the house and have a place to store it so it's out of the way when it's not being used. But that way, Jerry can use that chair to either cook at the stove or help do dishes. Um, so I am like, you know, I have I have several different ointments for my back, and that's probably one of the reasons my lower back is not like, what the heck are you doing out of bed? Do you think we can really support you? Because it's that area right before the spine connects to the hip joints or bone, whatever you want to call it. And That's what causes problems for me for the most of the time. Um, actually, I still have it. It's still good because it don't die. It doesn't expire. It's called Old Farmers, and I got this a couple years ago when we went to visit my family in Ohio. Excuse me for taking the road down now. And we went to Amish country company, Amish country, and we went into one of their stores, basically where they're selling like handmade products and ointments and cure-alls and clothing and toys for the kids and all that stuff. And I still have it. And it's supposed to be like a combination of a joint or ache rub. Basically, you can use it for your joints for arthritis, or you can use it on various aches and pains. So it's made for basically, hey, if it hurts, use this. It should help you. Not heal you, help you. I can't talk. But I am trying to take it slow. I'm not. Yesterday I think was the roughest that we. Hey, quit trying to play with my rug. Pulling up my throw rug. So I am. I'm doing. I'm basically. Yesterday we lifted a cabinet onto the bathroom counter, and we decided that it was too big. It was too big on that counter for what we wanted, so we had to pull it back down. And we're still using it in our bathroom, but for a different purpose. So once the bathroom is done, I'll probably take you on a tour. Hey, stop that. Jerry, I told Jerry after we got done doing that stuff that I would need her input as a woman for decorating and making it look nice. But if it looks like it's cluttered, I will speak up on that. In fact, I got a couple bones to pick up with Jerry anyhow because of what's been going on lately. Um, Sorry. Sent me the money, so I'll get it to you. Okay. Sorry, I don't understand what that is. Um, yes. Um, I actually did on the day of the eclipse what is known as a prosperity burn. Basically, what it is, you take some basic herbs, some crystals, pyrite, green candle, and some coins, and you put it together in basically a fireproof bowl, and you take it outside, light it up, and leave it where the eclipse can hit it or see it or whatever. And it's supposed to help you, become prosperous. Now, as a lot of people say, prosperity isn't all about money, which, yeah, you can have a prosperous family, you can have a prosperous life, but you might not have millions of dollars. You might have enough to make it by. I mean, enough to make it by and still have a little bit of money for emergencies, or hey, let's go out and have a night on the town. We haven't gone out in a long time, so let's go out and enjoy dinner out and maybe a movie. I keep on saying, you know, if I go to play the lottery and I only win, 500,000 to a million, like Missouri State lottery last year for Powerball, or not Powerball, Mega Millions, was 67 million. And I said, if I can only have $1 million, $1 million, that's it, after taxes and whatnot, of course. I can pay off all my bills. I can buy this house from mom and make this our winter home and get a place up wherever out west, Colorado, Washington State, Oregon, whatever, for the summertime. You know, I wouldn't mind doing that. And Jerry Ann, and I, Jesus, hard to say that, has talked about, you know, if we had an RV and, you know, a house that we can come to when we don't want an RV no more, you know, a central base that we can come back to. I would do that. Hello, say. But, you know, we've had dreams and schemes, and I'm like, well, right now, my dream and scheme is just to be able to pay off my debt. Pay off my debt, pay off my car. Actually, my car is paid off, excuse me. Buy myself a car, a vehicle of my own. You know, there's a lot of schemes and dreams we have, but for me, if I can just pay off the debt and pay off this house, you know, don't have to worry about anything but the insurance and upkeep. I'd be a happy man. You know, there's a lot of things I could do afterwards with whatever money's left over. You know, I'd like to go to Europe, have a European trip up the Rhine and Mosel River. You know, go back to some of my old, you know, some of the places I saw as a kid. You know, Jerry wants to go to Sicily to meet her family. I want to go up to Iceland to see the big statue of Leif Erikson. And I was talking to, actually, that's kind of funny. I was talking to a guy today because he has a tattoo of the Odin's compass. My necklace is backwards. How is my necklace backwards? Probably one day I went to took it, but anyhow, the van is just, if all our information is correct, the van is able to pull the RV with very little issues on weight. You know, we might not be able to, you know, overload our van or the trailer, but, you know, the van will pull it. In fact, I think Mona said that her minivan pulls it. So, don't know what kind of minivan she has or how old it is, but if her minivan can do it, I'm pretty sure mine can. But let's see here. Pride could be prosperity also could be considered a life full of good. Exactly. You know, a lot of people think, oh, prosperity, that means you got a lot of money. No, no, no. And prosperity is not always about money. It's about having good times, having a good life. You know, being able to enjoy your life. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of your messages and catch up to what's been going on. So just you want to ask a question? Go right ahead. I'll see if I can catch it. Okay. With Jerry being so sick, and you already having a full plate, why would you all go and get more pets? This is okay. That question, you weren't here when we were talking about the full. We would like to get more pets. I don't think we're going to be able to, but yeah, we would like to have, you know, a menagerie of pets. But what we want and what we can do are two different things. Right now, having one pet is more than enough. Even though I would like to have a cat, my mom would love to have a cat too. But the way things are right now, we're good with just one pet. Even though mom is not a really big dog fan, and she gets upset when Oreo bugs her, or she has to put Oreo outside or bring her in. So that's one of the other many reasons why we're trying to get our own places. Pull boy off. Okay. I need to know about the. Okay, let's see. Can we chat later to talk about benefits? Okay. Uh, we do not have a tow hitch on the car yet, or on the van yet. We're not. I'm not saying that we're not jumping the gun, but right now, until we either plan to go camping, or I'm pretty sure we'll get a tow hitch put on the car really easy. I mean, I take it up to Dodge dealership, since it's a Dodge Caravan, and ask them to put a tow hitch on, and what kind of tow hitch. Now, that's the other thing is, do I need a ball connector, or do I need just a square connector? Don't know. That's why there's a lot of things we're waiting for. We're Don't get me wrong, Mona, please. This is not effort or whatnot. I believe that Mona is bringing the camper up, but with the way things are, I would like to see the camper before I run off to go get a hitch, because I'm pretty sure once I get a hitch on there, it's just a matter of doing all the things to line up the hitch to the camper connector and all that fun stuff. And the reason why I want Dodge to do it is because Dodge can hook up the the tow bar or tow hitch, add the special wiring to connect to the camper, so the tail lights and whatnot work. That way people won't be like, oh shit, it's stopping, or oh, he's turning, So it's just like, there's a lot of things that I need to know before I go running out to get tow hitch and connectors and wiring, and God forbid it costs me an arm and a leg, because I don't want that. But I'm also not. No, no, that's all right. Hey, you know what they say. You know, curiosity can be a dangerous thing, but it can also be a learning experience. I mean, one of the things that I have trouble with is asking questions, because either people go, "Oh, you're too nosy," or anything like that. No, I ask questions because I want to know answers. I'm curious about the answers. Otherwise, I don't say nothing. I don't talk much. You know, not unless it's a conversation I can get into, or like you asked a question. I'm going to give you an answer. If I felt that the answer was either too personal, or something like that, I would say, I'm sorry, I can't. That's too personal, or just is not needed. The information you're looking for is either not needed or just not available. I don't beat around the bush, because basically when I was growing up, during my youth, it was basically children were supposed to not say anything until asked a question. So that's why I have trouble asking questions. And I'm now 52 and realizing I should have asked a ton of questions in high school. That's why when people ask me, well, where did you get this knowledge? Well, first off, I'm pretty much self-taught. I never went to college for, well, I shouldn't say I didn't go to college for anything, because I did take 1 year of Bible college, Ozark Christian College here in Missouri. But I also took a year of veterinarian training for a veterinarian assistant, and I also took a year's worth of architectural design. So I might not have I might only have like maybe the equivalency of an associate's degree in a lot of different subjects. Like I say, I'm basically a jack of all trades, master of none. But you know, my curiosity makes me go out there and learn stuff. That's why I started reading Norse mythology, because I'd say a good 40 some odd percent of my background is from a Nordic nation in one form or another. I mean, I've got Swede, I've got Dane, I've got Norwegian, I've got Scots Irish, which for a time Scotland was basically controlled by, or were the, the, the Scots of the old days were friends with the Norse. Wales, Wales, England was once Danish-controlled territory, which in the old days, the Danes were part of the five Viking nations. They're still part of the five Norse nations or Viking nations. Actually, Norse, because Viking is not. Viking is not a people; it's an occupation. That's why they were called Norsemen or Northmen. And let's see, what do I got heritage-wise? I've got German, Dane, Swede, Norwegian, Irish, Scottish, English. I think that's about it. Without going in, like, having to shut off my tablet, go into uh, looking up information online at my ancestry.com. But sorry, I'm plugging in my tablet because it's got low bat. But you know, let's see here. So it's okay if you know, it's okay for the misunderstanding. We all have those. As long as you realize that it could have been an issue that could have got me upset. It didn't. I was fine with it. Yeah, I was fine with that question. That question was just like, okay. Yeah, I figured that's why I figured if I took it to Dodge, they'd be able to do it. Because at this point in time, since my vehicle's paid off, I don't want to have to buy a new vehicle. Of course, I had talked about maybe going to one of these used car dealerships that are decent, and check out a pickup truck or something. But that's just me wanting to be hey, I got a pickup truck. Yeah, I finally got a pickup truck. But you know, I'm not like trying to force that issue. Sorry. Do you have it? No, I don't have a tow hitch just yet. Like I just said, I still need to. It's a combination of I want to see the connector, so I know what I need to get for a tow hitch, and hopefully I can get professional people like the Dodge dealership to put the thing on. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping around. Well, that's the thing is, I've never owned a camper or anything like that. So this is going to be like a learning experience where I don't have any knowledge whatsoever. Lorna said her dad was coming down with her. He was going to show us basically everything we need to know about it. So when he gets here, that's when I'll be able to ask him. Evening. So like I said, a lot of what's going on with the camper is a combination of a waiting game and learning how to basically deal with it. I was told, maybe I was wrong, but I was told that setting up the camper and disassembling the camper is really easy. But yeah, I'll find out when it gets here. So if that was a little louder than the mic. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm hoping too, Lucky. Um, Okay, Joan, or yeah, house. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Um, Life has been treating me a little well. It gets crazy every so often because I wake up a little bit before Jerry, and I come in here and I try to wake up and just do whatever I can to get myself going. And usually by the time I'm fully awake to do anything, I already have a basic idea or plan that I plan on doing around the house. And sorry, and Jerry wakes up and goes, "Hey, let's do this, do this, do that." Blah 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 blah. And I go, oh, man, now I don't know what I said I was going to do. So I try to write myself before I go to bed what needs to be done or what I'd like to accomplish the next day. So, you know, yeah, it's been fun. Uh, but I love how what jealous and bitter you are. Um, Annie, please no fighting with the other people on this channel. I do not like it. I really don't. I don't know what's going on, and I really don't care. I just don't want it on my channel. Um, Surgeries, no. Um, they did an epidural on shot, basically, next to the bone and whatnot in my vertebrae to help my right shoulder. What are you doing? Quit trying to bite that. That's not something for you to chew on. Um, I'm going to have another one for my lower back, but that has to that was postponed until stop. That was postponed until like May 18th. Um, right now, I don't know how much longer or how long we're going to be staying here in Missouri or what. We've been talking about a lot of different things. Some of them is like either upper New Mexico or lower Colorado. There's also been between me and Jerry. I got to the point. Hold on, let me just make sure I locked this. Okay, I've gotten to a point where for Jerry's health, I'm willing to move anywhere she wants to move that will be close to a more useful or beneficial cancer center than we are here in Missouri or anything like that. And I realized my desire to live in Colorado, part of it was because it was a boyhood dream from way back in my 20s for a lot of different reasons other than the right reasons, basically. I'm not going to go in depth in it because that means digging up my past, and some of my past is not exactly happy. I'll just say that much. Um, as for as for mom, she wants to be living as close to us as possible because she doesn't want to be combination. She doesn't want to be alone, and she doesn't want to be too far from us in case of something that happens to her. So we're still balancing and debating and looking. And I told her the other day because she said something about the Carolinas, which is pretty close to Duke University, I think. And I said, it might be humid as all get out, and it's further inland, so we won't be directly affected by hurricanes or anything like that. But if this is what we need to do for your health, then so be it. Um, basically, I decided, even though she's the one who she's the first one who said Colorado, not me. I was like, I think I need to step back and look at this. Stop, just stop. Almost bedtime. Um, I basically took a step back out of myself. I don't know how to explain that other than meditation. Um, and I realized I was being kind of selfish about going to Colorado because it was just like, I know she was the one who mentioned it first, but I locked onto it without even thinking about like how much is it really going to cost, how much, you know, how much trouble is it going to be trying to get Jerry up to Aurora, which is near Denver, once a month through whatever kind of weather is getting thrown at us. You know, how selfish of me to think of that, you know, of thinking about just being in Colorado no matter what. Then I realized, you know, I'm being stubborn, I'm being selfish, I'm being narrow minded. I've got my mother who well, she's not in perfect health condition, but she's healthy enough to basically not really take care of herself, like in she can't really drive because of eye problems and whatnot. So we're giving her vehicle to to one of her best friends. We just have to get it jumped, and then haha, no, I'm not going to say that joke. That might be too much, but I just you know I gotta realize, you know, I don't know how many more years I have of my own life because right now I'm either a living on borrowed time or I'm following more of my mom's family, and we had a family member live to almost 100 years of age. So I'm kind of like, I can die in a couple months or I can die in another 10 years or more. Jerry Ann could, I hate saying it, but it's being truthful. Jerry Ann can pass away at just about any time now because of her cancer and whatnot. All right, I'm just gonna jump towards the very bottom. Let's see here. Um, First off, Annie, before I throw you out, go suck a sour persimmon. Or, excuse me, you've already sucked a sour persimmon. Why don't you go fly a kite? Um, Nobody was being negative until you came in here, you sour old puss. Um, I'm just, I'm, I said it once, I won't say it again. I mean, I know part of the price of being on YouTube and whatnot is having somebody who's going to jump up and be negative. And I'm tired of it. You know, I try to live my life as positive as possible when I am literally surrounded by negative forces of one form or another between the disease known as cancer, me getting old and not knowing how much longer I have to live, let alone my back problems, my neck problems, and then I have my mom who is picky about food and sits basically either in the living room or in her bedroom smoking like crazy and drinking Coca-Cola. Now, I can't be mad at my mom for doing what she does for her comfort, but I mean, she's so negative sometimes that it affects me because of the dog. You know, I already get a little annoyed and whatnot at Jerry Ann because music's too loud or just one thing or another. And I get up every morning. I get myself a cup of coffee. I come in here and I just sit and I try to focus on the good things that we can accomplish during the daytime, or one thing or another that's going to bring happiness to me. Yes, my mom is a sweetheart. That's why I can't really put her down. And she lived so long, you know, what can I say? You know, what can I do? Go yell at my mom? You're the reason why I have bronchitis. You're the reason why I have allergies. Because she smoked even while I was in vitro. Was that right? In vitro? In the womb, whatever you want to call it. I don't fault her for anything that she does. I just wish that she could change her attitude, not be so negative. I wish, and I know you guys don't think she is. She is. Everything bugs her. She's not happy about anything. That's one of the reasons mom wants to get out. Get out and have her own little place on the same property that we live on or whatever. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her for not wanting to live alone, but I don't blame her for not wanting to live in the same house. There's a lot of things I can't blame her about. You know, yeah. I'm kind of glad that she listens to you guys in Diane's. Is it Diane or Dee Dee? I don't know, but I'm glad she talks with you guys and whatnot, and I I can't tell her no. At first I didn't want her to because all the negativity that was going on, but I haven't watched Diane's channel in a while, so I don't know what's being said about anybody anymore. I just know I've heard snippets of something going on between Diane and God, I can't remember her name. Her moniker was JHP1 or something like that. So I'm not privy to all that stuff. I'm sorry, Diane. Were you or not Diane? Excuse me. My brain's like on that, on her. Margaret, Marguerite. Are you asking for my address to send you friend mail? To have friend mail sent out. You can get that address from Jerry Ann's bio information. I don't put my, not that I have anything against anybody, but one of the biggest reasons why I don't like putting out my personal information, like my address or phone number or anything like that, is because all the people who are negative and all the people who are haters have sent us enough garbage. And I'm not saying you're part of that group, but I don't do it on mine because I don't need some whack job sending me nasty grams or stuff like that. But I am, hey Paula, I am, it's not that I don't trust people. I just don't like the idea of those people who are willing enough to send out, nasty notes and whatnot, and call one group or another because of abuse or things like that. We've been visited many times, or at least 3 times that I know of, by DSS or DHS, whatever they're called, to privately talk to my wife or privately talk to my mom. And my mom, when she got done with the conversation with the lady in private, my mom came out and she was definitely in tears, but she was furious. I mean, she was pissed off. And a lot of times when my mom gets pissed off, it's like Have a Coke. Here's your cigarettes. Um, and I think that's one of the right reasons why she still smokes and drinks Coke, Coca-Cola, because of all the just all the stuff that is negative. Um, am I? Oh, I didn't think you'd have a problem. I'm pretty sure most of you guys understand. I'm wondering that too, and with this is the issue. I would love to have game nights. I mean, there's not much to do around Rolla that we enjoy that don't cost us money. But well, her fun outlet right now is playing games on her tablet. She does love I shouldn't say love. I don't know if she loves it or not, but she does enjoy when we come out together and we watch shows like Curse of Oak Island or Mysteries of History or stuff like that. We watch that like once a week, you know. But yeah, I miss game night too. I really do. I don't know why it stopped. I don't know if it was because the only thing I can think of is because of my job. The one job I was working nights, which I do believe that was Walmart, and that kind of put a halt to game night. Yes, yes, I know. We're gonna go to bed here in a second. It's after 8 o'clock, so yeah, it's after 8:30. So you were past your bedtime. Get out of garbage. Get out of garbage. So yeah, I want to. The thing about game night, or the thing about doing anything as a family, is it depends on Jerry. Because I know if Jerry was well enough to come out and play games for a little while, Mom would be up for it. She'd be, yeah, sure, no problem. Because she does like the camaraderie. She does like getting together as family, and you know that's one of the things that I used to enjoy. Uh, oh, last time that Mom had a vacation by herself was shortly after the pandemic, because Mom and I went to New York for her younger brother's funeral and dropped Mom off in Ohio, and she was there basically for about a week. So yeah, we are overdue as a family for vacation. One of the things, Oreo, one of the things I was hoping to do, and my screen, are you guys frozen? Am I frozen? Probably not, because you haven't said anything to me about it. But my 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 family used to take every year around summertime a vacation to Ohio. It would be me, Mom, Jerry, my Aunt Sue, and this is way before we had Oreo, and this is before the pandemic. We used to go to Ohio for our summer vacation. It was easier, it was cheaper, so yeah, it's one of those things that we used to enjoy. So yeah, it's something I do miss, and I'm hoping when we get the trailer, we can go out there as a family. Mom might be sleeping at my Uncle Dave's house, while Jerry Ann and I will find a campground and you know sleep at the campground with the dog. So I'm just hoping that that happens soon. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Is there a senior citizen where you live that your mom could go to? And so there is, but I don't know if she has to be a resident or not. One of the things that I don't know she'd be interested in doing is going to like Oreo. Stop eating. Hey, what are you eating over there? You better not be ripping up my rug. Hold on a second. What you got? What you got? What? Oreo, Oreo, Oreo. You crazy mutt. I hope this is something you did not rip up from the carpet itself. Because it does not look like the throw carpet that I have down. She finds these weird pieces of fabric, and I don't know where they come from. She starts eating on them, and I try to take them away from her so she doesn't, get sick or anything like that. But I was thinking because a friend of ours knows of a place where she goes for bingo night every so often, and I was just kind of wondering if Jerry, or not Jerry, Mom would be interested in doing that so she can get out of the house for, you know, an hour or two just to go play bingo and talk with her friends, which she hasn't done in a long time. Somehow, one of her friends that we were going to give Mom's little mountaineer to somehow found out or heard that we were going to keep it, and I was like, why would I want it? I loved the van and whatnot, but the thing is, Jerry doesn't drive right now. Mom does not drive, period. So it's like, why would I keep a second vehicle? I don't need a second vehicle right now. But Jerry Ann did point out that, a second vehicle would be nice because, let's say the minivan breaks down or Jerry gets into a fender bender or runs out of gas in the middle of nowhere and he can call me up and ask me to bring her a tank of gas or, 5-gallon jug worth of gas. So I do see the, both sides of it, but yeah. We have thought about another cruise, but the thing is, right now, we can't really afford to go on a cruise because I would love to go on another cruise. I would actually love to go on an Alaskan cruise. Get up to Seattle, board a cruise, a cruise ship, go up to Alaska, see the whales, watch watch wildlife, watch take a mini boat or a mini cruise up into the where the glacier is and watch the pieces of ice come off the glacier. There's a lot of things. We do not have YMCA here. Let me go back up. I'm sorry, folks. I used to be a teacher, coach swimming for years, even to the Braves kids. I was that good. You should take your mom to the center with Lisa. Lisa doesn't live with us anymore. I'm sorry. Went swimming. Cause I would love to go swimming. I loved when we had a pool in Arizona until I got a severe sunburn. Went no, I'll go swimming at nighttime when the sun's down. Um, I would love to have another pool. I don't know how much how much it would cost for a membership at our local center, because they've got the wave resistant pools and the exercise pools and all that fun stuff. I would love to take mom on a cruise. I just don't know where she would want to go. Um, but yeah, I would love to take mom on a cruise. Um, I used to get a book that had information about different tours or different cruises and I can't remember what company it was from. It wasn't from Norwegian Cruise Lines. It was just from a travel company, and they had like you can take basically you can take a boat tour of the Rhine River or the Mosel River, or you can take a land tour around Britain, Germany. You know, they had all different countries, even like Japan. And I was like, ooh. Then I looked at the price tag and went, ooh. So yeah, Mom and I had talked about going on one of the either cruise, one of the tours of Great Britain, and that was like a 10-day trip because you basically take a plane to London, and you go from London to Edinburgh to someplace else in Scotland and over to someplace in Northern Ireland. I think it was Belfast or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Down to Dublin, around the Irish countryside, and then back over to Britain, and then go south down to Wales, and you spend some time in Wales, and then you go back up to London, and take your flight back home. And I looked at it and I said, "Oh, that's great." Not at it was almost two, no, like $3,000 or $4,000 for one person. Because it's 10 days, you get fed, you get motels, you get travel with a group, I guess. And I was like, yeah, So it was like, I don't know, I don't have the money for it right now. But it's not something I've like thrown out. It's just something I pushed toward the back burner. Let me see here. I also thought an arthritis class in a really warm indoor pool. The problem have a pool like this that will be so smoothing. Yeah. There's a couple things I would have I thought about when I got the report back saying that I was that there's signs basically through the MRI on my back and my lower back and my upper back neck area, that there are signs of arthritis. And the first thing I thought about, ooh, wouldn't I love to be able to use either a sauna, which is really smoothing, or a warm, relaxing jacuzzi type ordeal. Because not only will the jacuzzi help massage and whatnot your body, but the heat from the jacuzzi itself will help, loosen everything up. And I never looked at price tags, but I was like, man, if I could only do something like that, you know, get a house in a semi-warm climate, and have built, a indoor type pool with jacuzzi or sauna type ordeal as part of the outdoor pool area. But I would want it attached to the house so I didn't have to go through rain or snow or anything like that. But that's just me and my wild fantasies. Um, unfortunately, there is no YMCA around the area, nor, well, if we did have a YMCA, they might have the senior activities, but we don't have a YMCA in our pool in our area. I would love to have a pool. I'd love to be able to have free access to a pool and not have to worry about scheduling because the center closed down. Because maybe I want to go out for a midnight dip, you know, since I am more of a night person than than a day person. Yeah, I would love to be able to go. Jerry would probably go. I mean, the three of us would probably go to a bingo night, but more, Mom and her two friends. That would be more to mom's level. Um, I wish we had some sort of senior center around here, but I've never heard of one in Rolla. You know, the problem is though Rolla is geared more as a college town. So the most of the stuff that's around here for the college age kids or the early late teens, early 20s. We've got a what's called a fun zone, and they've got laser tag, and they've got like go karts, and then they've got their various types of games for both the younger and older kids. I've heard through an old friend of mine I no longer have contact with that Rolla does have a paintball. And when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, paintball! You haven't done that in years." Now my body is like, "Don't even think about it. You're not going to be able to rush. You're going to be one of those guys hiding behind a rock, either hoping nobody sees you or hoping you can hit them before they realize you're there." Because if I know I try to go running down a wooded, trail or something like that, I'll be, forget about it. Um, let's see here. Yeah, that was at the center. That was a house Joni, excuse me. That was a monthly membership thing, and she went there for just about daily for the pool. I don't know how much that membership is. Um, I'm not going to ask my mom to pay for anything like that because that's not my way. I hate what we're going through right now where mom is paying for everything. It really pisses me off. That's because, one, I can't hold a job, and most of the jobs that are available would aggravate my lower back from standing too long or aggravate my neck and shoulders for picking up something that's too heavy. Um, I've thought about if I can get like a job where I'm um, a cashier or somebody where I can sit. In fact, I think Jerry Ann and I talked about it, is getting basically a job that I can work from home, which means revamping this room for the computer equipment so I can basically do a at home type job for I don't know. Um, I would have to look to see what was available as an at home type job and how much money it would cost, how much money it would pay me, and that's only if I can't get SSI or SSDI, which the doctor said I could do it because my problems, but might get denied and I have to reapply and then and my thing is I ain't got the patience for that kind of crap. That's why I'd rather look first for a at home type job. Oh crud! Have I been on here for 2 hours? Hour and a half. Okay. Um, look through this through again, try to answer any questions, and then I'm probably going to depart, put this one down, and then either read or do something to unwind. But let's see here. Yeah, the pool is the pool is at the center. I so agree. 888. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it. Did not see 888 on here. I'm sorry. Um, well, mom's no longer running the gambit of gentlemen friends. Um, but I wish. See, the problem is mom doesn't drive anymore. So once I get mom's vehicle fixed up a little bit and give it, have mom go through all the paperwork to give it to Carla, her friend. Did not want to mention her name, but that's all right. Carla can easily come pick her up and take her wherever. Uh-oh. Yep, my phone just flashed me low battery, so that means I do have to get off here. Midnight dip. Well, Joni, you should know me enough by now that, one, I don't hold much back because I ain't got no filters no more, and two, I just go with my brain. What are you sniffing? Hey, why are you sniffing that? Oh, I know why she's sniffing that. That was my duvet cover for Yellowstone National Park. Might still smell like the park. Who knows? That was over a decade or two ago. Well, decade and a half. Let's see here. And no, it wouldn't be a skinny dip. Geez, when was the last time I did that? That had to be 25 years ago. Um, let's see. Jim, if you ever make it my way, or our pool and jacuzzi has three has just completed 2 weeks ago. Cool. I just might, Marguerite. Because I mean, if I had a bigger piece of property than I do now, which I think my piece of property that I'm living on is like a quarter of an acre. Not big enough for a pool and all the other stuff I want to put on it. But yeah, besides that, I don't think I would want. I would probably want an above ground pool here because we do have. She's got the zoomies because she's very tired. We have to worry about. Hey, Oreo, no. We would have to worry about water moccasins and various other type of snakes that are poisonous that like to find their way into above our ground level pools. Um, let's see here. Are you close to the new madres? No, Oh, sorry. Um, we are pretty darn close to the new madres. The new madres here in Missouri runs through the Mississippi River, and we are about a 2.5 hour drive from St. Louis. About an hour and a half, 2 hours from St. Louis. So yeah, we're pretty close to the fault line, but we didn't feel any tremors or anything like that. So, but I'm not going to hold it against Mother Nature if she waits a day or two after the eclipse. But who knows? Um, let's see here. Yes, that was a very nice offer from Margaret. No, it was about a quarter of the way down. So yeah, I do drink a lot of Mountain Dew, and I'm trying to pull back from that, and I'm trying to find alternatives. But my wife, who loves me to bits, would rather get me 10 Mountain Dews every time we go shopping, which is like every other week, than see me go bonkers trying to just drink tea and water and that kind of stuff. But she does the same thing for mom. She buys like 10 Cokes, but mom doesn't drink them as fast as I do. Let's see here. Yes, and thank you. Mom, unfortunately, dancing for mom is no longer a thing for her because her hips and lower back are not that great. I get mad at my mom sometimes when she knows I'm in the kitchen or something like that, and she gets up off of her chair to come into the kitchen to either get herself a fresh Coke or give me her plate from whatever meal we might have eaten, because I see her walk across that living room, and then when she gets right near the entrance point into the kitchen area, she literally puts her hand behind her, on her back, and leans against a wall or something like that, and it really bugs me. That's why I don't ask her to do much around the house, because I don't want her to. be in pain like the rest of us. But she is anyhow. So I think Marguerite lives in California, if I remember, which would be from here about a three 3 to 4 day drive. The reason why I know this is because the last time we drove from Phoenix, Arizona, when my dad was alive, to St. Louis, it was about two and a half days worth of no, yeah, about 2.5 days worth of drive time. Let's see here, Miss Lemon. Jim, how much work is left to do before the house is put up for sale again? We're just finishing up the bathroom. We have to do Jerry's craft room. We have to finish up in the front room, turning that into a full bedroom. And then there's just the basic clean about sweeping, mopping, dusting, straightening up our bedroom, which is almost done, and cleaning up and straightening up in the living room. So yeah, we've got at least another month. Where we got probably, hopefully by the end, if not before the end of April, we might be able to put the house back on the market. Maybe sooner, depending on how I feel, because the bulk of the work is on my shoulders. And most of the heavy stuff, except for what's in the front room, has been done. So the rest of it is just, lightweight work like dusting, mopping, basically wiping everything down, and then having Jerry basically do her zhuzhing, as she puts it, with decor. Now, one of the things that we're going to try to do is, well, what we have to do, according to the last realtor we had, was take down most of the pictures from the gallery wall, which I'm kind of like, great. How many holes am I going to have to fill with putty? Or, how many things am I going to have to hopefully get off the wall without causing a big old hole of some sort? So, yeah, that's, it's not a joke, but yeah, that's the reality of it. At least she's letting you get the real stuff done. Get, now, yeah, she still has her input and whatnot, but she's not like, don't do that, don't do this. She's just like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do and see how it looks, and then maybe we'll have to reverse it, which is kind of what happened in the bathroom. We were both working in the bathroom, and the one cabinet that we wanted up on the countertop was too wide and heavy. So that was yesterday. So once we pulled that back down, put the wire rack up there, put like guest towels and stuff on the rack. Now it's just Jerry needs to come in there and finish the decor part, and helping me hang a pair of mirrors up, and then we'll be done with the bathroom. So hopefully by this weekend, depending on how both of us feel tomorrow, because today's been like really ucky, nasty, wet, dreary type day. So like I said, hopefully by Friday we'll have that bathroom done. And then I can go in and bust out some of the heavy duty stuff in the front room, which is basically the old table that I was using for a desk, which was my grandmother's dining room table. Unfortunately, the chairs that were part of that dining room set kind of fell apart after so many years. So that table is basically, the legs had broken off at one point in time, and my father-in-law was able to repair them and screw them back in place in the whole 9 yards. Now I got to detach the top from the legs so I can flip it onto the platform that's made out of like 16, is it 4 by 3? So it's like I don't know. You guys can do the math. My brain's starting to go math. No, but that's going to be like the faux bed type. Once we get that on the boxes, on the tote boxes, we're going to we're going to basically put like we've got those comfort those pillow tops for beds, whatever you want to call them. We're going to put that on the tabletop and then dress it up like it looks like a real bed. And then after that, it's just basically putting furniture in the right places. And then once we're done with that room, we're going to into Jerry's old craft room to fix that up. Don't get me wrong; it might not go in that order, but that's basically what I'm looking at. And then once her craft room is done and set up, we can basically start going through all our other stuff that we haven't gone through yet and deciding what's keep and what's gone. And then it's just basically making all the different rooms look nice because this room right now, even though it's pretty much done except for I need to vacuum the floor, it's all this other stuff that can go into totes or something like that and go into the shed that Jerry bought, and then some of it can go into the utility room, and the rest of it, I have no idea. And honestly, I don't care if Jerry hears this or not. I personally think we haven't gotten rid of enough stuff because we don't know what kind of living condition. We might have a smaller home. Who knows? So I'm just a guy going, hey, look, this is what I think. This is my personal opinion. She's heard my personal opinion, and a number of times when she's getting mad that I'm. Don't you think I already got rid of enough? Personally, no, but that's my personal opinion, and she's heard it many times from my very own mouth. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. New subscriber and just wanted to say hi. I don't know you were fixing. Go, maybe I'll get the next live. Take care. Um, Eva, if you're still on here, you can always go back and watch previous lives or vlogs, whatever you want to do. Let's see here. You have a good evening too, Joan. I have to put the puppy to sleep. In fact, hold on a second. She's out cold on the floor. Oh, no, she heard her name or knew I was doing something. I don't know what it is, but every time anybody points a camera at her, she knows and like, what? You know. But, um, let's see here. Where else am I? Maybe, okay. I'll try to be there. I think you have my messenger, a way to get a hold of me off of YouTube. Oh, let's see here. Do you want? Do you wait on your mom like you do Jerry? No, I don't have to wait on my mom like I do Jerry because mom's got more capability of mobility and whatnot than Jerry does. Sometimes I think Jerry, I don't want to say is faking it because it's not true, but I think sometimes when she really doesn't feel like doing something, she'll get me to do it or have me call and reschedule her appointment. You too, Marguerite. So, mom can basically do what she wants to do, except for get out of the house and drive. I told her I tried to teach her how to drive the minivan, but she refuses, and I think she just, she's done driving because of her health issues, which aren't as many as Jerry's. No, I am not really satisfied. Oh, that's right. You said I already answered your question. That's no problem. All right, ladies, I am sorry that you spent a lot of time looking at my head. I'm going to say good night. I got to put the puppy to sleep, and it's after 9, so I'll probably be going to sleep pretty soon myself. So you guys have a good day. Hopefully, I will see you again. Today's Wednesday, so Friday. So unless I decide to go ahead and do another live tomorrow, I don't know. But anyhow, you guys take care. You have a good night. Enjoy your week. I was going to say enjoy your weekend, but we're in the middle of the week. Anyhow, until next time, you guys have a good day. Bye.